This is the Talk2Jack podcast with UnkuJack, exploring topics on heart, mind, soul, and the human experience. Let's talk. Hello, everyone. How are you today? Hope everybody's doing great. Hey, so today I want to talk about a little bit of a case study that I came across. A company needed help, getting things in order. What had happened was they had allowed a culture to be created where people were allowed to do their own thing, in a manner of speaking. When I say that, I mean that people started to disregard the rule of law. Everybody started to put together things and processes on their own. They started setting up their own little camps and their own little armies and their own little troops that are their people. And they started forming cliques and all of that. Now, human beings will naturally gravitate to their own. Actually, most species would naturally gravitate to their own. You will always seek out, or are most likely to seek out, the familiar over the unfamiliar. And so we all have a tendency to gravitate more to our own types of people. We all want to find a space or a place where we belong, or where we feel more naturally accepted. And that is fine in everyday life. That is also fine as a society, social circles. It is the norm. It is something that should happen and that will happen. But this is a problem in a corporate setting or in an organization. When people start to set up cliques and form their own little turfs and territories and their own little languages and lingo and things like that, what that does is that it creates disunity within an organization. It creates fragmentation. And fragmentation is deadly. It is the antithesis of unity. It is the antithesis of cohesion. It is the thing that will cause things to fall apart very quickly if it's not checked and if it's not taken care of. And why would people form these cliques? Why would people, beyond the natural human need to feel a sense of community and to feel a sense of society, why would people form these cliques? Why would people all of a sudden start to gravitate towards each other? Why would leaders all of a sudden start to build up their own power base and their own brokerage of supporters? It's very simple. Power. The only thing that humans love more than feeling good is feeling powerful. We want to feel like people look up to us. We want to feel like we have authority. We want to feel like we have influence. And I always say this, I guess, but in and of itself, there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to feel powerful or influential, or to feel like you have, you can make things happen. You can, alter the destinies or the paths of things around you, that you have control. Nothing wrong with that in and of itself. The problem is, in an organizational setting, is that our individual needs, our individual desires, our wants, very often will conflict with the organizational goal. And because they are at variance, and because each person's need and want generally is different from person to person, you will find that at some points in time, you will have fragmentation of vision. You will have fragmentation of paths to goals. And that can be very detrimental in a family. It can definitely, and is definitely, detrimental to organizational success, especially if the organization is seeking to grow and to develop and to build. So why do people grab power? Because they want to be influential. But is grabbing power really the thing? Is it helpful? Is it effective? What is the need or this lust for power? You see, the people who grab power the most, I shared this in another podcast episode, the people who grab power the most are usually the most insecure. The people who seek out power at all costs will do whatever it takes to grab that power, to take advantage of people, to take advantage of situations and circumstances, to hold on to power. They will become morally and ethically bankrupt if that's what it takes to hold on to power. But they are the people who understand power the least. Power isn't about having control in and of itself. It's not about being able to snap your fingers and people jump and say, how high should I go? Yes, master. No, master. What do I need to do, sir? That's not power. Real power is the ability to influence. Real power involves putting hands into the dirt, planting a seed, watering that seed, nurturing that seed, taking care of it, and watching a little seedling grow into a big oak tree. Real power is in controlling life and growth and development. Not just controlling it, but more so influencing it. Real power is about creating powerful things and powerful people. I said before that a good leader replicates himself or herself. Leadership replicates itself. And if you're really powerful, then you'll be influential. And if you're influential, then you will create more power. You will create more powerful people. You will create more powerful resources. You will create an environment where other people can grow and thrive into power. So instead of grabbing power, create a powerful environment where people feel empowered, where people feel nurtured, where people feel like they can develop into something bigger and better than who they were before they met you, and where people can grow into someone bigger and better than even you are. That is real power. And until people begin to understand that you can't grab power, you create power through influence, then people will constantly take out their own self-esteem issues. They will constantly bring forward their own insecurities, and they will cause an environment that is unstable. They will cause an environment that is antithetical to growth. They will cause an environment that is toxic and harmful. You will have people leave your organization. You will have relationships crash. You will have situations where people are backstabbing and backbiting each other. You will have situations where people lie and cheat and steal, and the environment will support it because you have allowed people who are power hungry to take control instead of people who are power growers. So think about it today in your own life. Are you a power grower or are you a power grabber? The difference is one creates life and the other takes it away. Anyway, that's my thought for today. I hope you found that inspirational. I hope you enjoyed it. Please follow us on social media at UnkuJack on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. You can also check out our website at jackandi.com, where we have information on our coaching services and our consultancy services. You can send us an email at info@jackandi.com or send me an email directly at jack@jackandi.com. I hope that you stay safe. I hope that you stay inspired. I hope that you keep doing great things, and I hope you are a power grower and not a power grabber. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. And as always, be inspired. This has been the Talk2Jack podcast with UnkuJack. Tune in next time for another episode.